up? Hi Anupama, hi Tanzil. I can only see the people who comment. So, yeah. Is this better? Is the audio better? Can you hear me? I'm guessing there is a lag. Okay, great. Ask me something because I want to blabber. Like, I really want to talk. So, whatever. Or you can just ask me to talk about a theme. I can do that also. So, yeah. But, like, whatever you'd like to know. Hmm. Hi, Ashiti. Ask me something that you were curious to know. Theme, yes, please. Lol. Yeah, please give me a theme. No, I want a theme and I'll blabber about it. I to genuinely feel that, like it's going back to 2020. Explain the quote. Okay. Thanks, Anupama. Interesting one actually. Before you go with the flow, see if you've done best of what you know. So this is actually a quote which happened while I was in conversation with my mom. So there is a major difference in the kind of people that me and my mom are, and like she of course believes in God and she has a lot of faith, and I am more practical and I have a more faith in karma. And so there's this one time when we were discussing something and she like I felt that there was something which is happening very wrong. But she's like, go with the flow, go with the flow. Like, what will happen. जो होता है, अच्छे के लिए होता है. And I realized that I feel that, go with the flow is a very, like, I feel the quote, go with the flow, is a part of a bigger thing, which should be this, that, like, before you actually go with the flow, at least do whatever best you know. Like, because, like, अपना तो best करना ही चाहिए ना. So, yeah, that's the logic behind the quote. Thank you, Anupama, for that. Coming to what Tanil said, how do you decide whether the background should be what the background should be when you want to convey something like this? So, to be honest, this is something which I call breath work, and I let myself play with the thing. Like, the only thing that I knew about this artwork is that I wanted to make waves, but I realized पूरा waves में बहुत boring हो जाएगा. And for some reason, like ideally the word, like ये जो है I wanted to depict like as grow, like तो ये बाद में आया. And I knew like waves पूरा end तक तो नहीं जाएगा, like some waves will get cut out. So I decided that I will make like sun here, and sometimes some of the previous work inspires. So I'll show you actually one thing. So there's this one time where I was actually working with children, and this thing came to me. Like I made this artwork, which is like a day version of Starry Night. So this, when I was doing, so that inspired me to create like a little summary colors. So it's all of that has come together in making this artwork. So yeah, in fact, like a hidden thing like which I will not generally tell is that I forgot that there should be an if. Like my designer self wanted like a very nicely aligned text, but मैं गलती से if भूल गया था quote में. So the if I had to add later and just live with it, just pretend that it never happened. So yeah, that's also true. Sometimes I need to do those things. Yeah. Yeah, that is about this one. Uh, I love your work and your stories make me so happy. Thank you, Ashiti, if I'm calling out your name right. Okay, more questions. This is fun. I love talking about the art process. Thank you, Tanzil. Hi, the 7 people who are live here, like who are viewing here on my live. For example, right now I know that I want to do something else here, like, but I'm still not sure. But yeah, I hope it figures out itself. Any other questions you would like to ask? Just go for it. Don't hold back. दिल कहे क्या राज है, जाने क्या करे, कैसे अंधेरों में तुम न्यू प्रोडक्ट लॉन्च एंड लाइक। यार अभी प्रोडक्ट्स पे तो हो चुका है मेरा यार। आई डोंट नो। आई जस्ट डोंट नो। I don't know. There are a couple of badges which are in works. I don't know. The product is not happening recently, so it's okay. I'm working on an interesting project for children. So yeah, that may happen soon. If you would like to know updates now, since some of you are here and since Tanzil talked about the whole product thing, so like I am majorly trying to change the kind of work that I do. Let tell me it's a book. No, it's not a book actually. I think the thing is like, given that I am a freelancer and like self-finance work and all of that, it sometimes becomes difficult to work on long projects. However, now that some of you are here, I will share something which I have never talked about before. So, Tanzil, just like validating your guess, I am working on a book which is a passion project. Like I started writing it. It is an it is a story and it is an illustration and it is everything. It is from my life. It's everything. Like it's being written in this diary here. So the table that you see behind me has a lot of projects which are yet to be completed. This is the book which is in works. So currently I'm handwriting the book with a pencil, and yeah, I have written a couple of pages right now. But yeah, I don't know when this project gets completed. It I myself would love to see this project completed. It is very close to my heart. But yeah, I think there is time. Thank you, Tanzil. So for example, right now an idea came. I want to make stones here, a little bit of stones. So I'm going to take like browns and my black and my grays. Any other questions? Anyone would like to know anything? How did you start freelancing? Can you please talk about freelancing? Hey Tanzin, stop guessing. This is a Piggy Love storybook. It's called Simply Love. This book, it's titled Simply Love. The cover illustration has the two of us painting a heart together. And yeah, it's a book about that. So thanks for guessing everything. But okay, answering Ashiti's question. So what is how did I start freelancing? Yeah, so I'm guessing when we say freelancing, freelancing means taking projects from clients for money. I think that's what it is. So I started freelancing when I was in college in my very first year. So in our college, there's a fair culture where like our third years and our fourth year students are in the middle of making startups because like our college culture was such. Bombay is inspiring like that. So we have like a lot of startups happening. So हमारे college में काफी सारे seniors kept looking for like enthusiastic people who wanted to work on something, who wanted to indulge and were happy to either work for free or very minimal cost. So that's how I started freelancing. I got myself a laptop back in college, like in the very first year, and I started working. So my a lot of my initial work was with UI UX because that's what a lot of tech startups and like my college startups would do. In fact, that really helped me come to the idea. Hi Anurag. That really helped me come to the idea that I don't want to be a UI UX designer because it doesn't come naturally to me. Like I like doing passion projects more. So like passion projects, like not that they can't be UI UX projects are passionate, but like I think all along the way I kept finding hints where I realized I don't do very well with people giving me briefs. So I didn't want to be a freelancer. For example, right now also I'm not a freelance. No, I think I'm just messing up a couple of terms. But yeah, like so I realized I didn't want to be a freelance designer. Like I loved freelancing as an idea, that is working with multiple clients and working with people, but I realized that I did not like the UI UX bit. Like it didn't come to me naturally, so I left that. After that I started doing strategy and brand consultation. So I did logo designing and pura ka pura branding exercise and a little bit of social media marketing for a bunch of people. So I did like मेरे campus का हमारे कैंपस में एक वो था pizza shop and coffee shop. So I did the entire branding for it. Even if today you go to IIT Bombay, you will find a restaurant called Brews and Bites. उसकी branding सब कुछ I have done, which is a nice project that I love from my past. Uh, so yeah, I realized I love doing branding and marketing and strategy consulting. So उसके बाद me and my friend Nishit, we started doing this thing, social media marketing for people. So how did you connect to such brand? Okay, I'll come to that. So I started going to uh, so we started doing social media marketing and branding. So this time we did a bunch of projects. That is also because I was doing the same work in Mode Indigo, so I had gained a fair amount of experience. So I think that's how the whole freelancing bit started from me. I was close to a market that wanted good work, passionate people, and I generally love doing that. So I'm not sure if that answers your question. How did you pick and click Taj? Nice. Tanzil has done her homework. So, okay, I will be accepting some things here which I do not usually accept. Sometimes you have to fake it till you make it, and I think everybody has done it at some point of time. And I working with big brands actually happened because I joined Unilever. So, Udhar, I was surrounded by big brands, and there were times where you know and I was my extrovert self, and I'd keep going to people and keep telling them about my artwork. And this is something which usually does not happen, like people with passions and hobbies, when they enter a corporate world, sometimes they stop talking about their hobbies, right? They define themselves with the job. But I really always put myself out there that I am this artist and I'm also this person. So apart from the job that you are giving me, if there's anything that I can help you with, just allow me to. Okay, so that is how I actually landed Taj ka project. Taj ki brand manager was a very nice friend. We used to go for chai together, and one day she's like हमारा दिवाली का वो आ रहा है, but I don't know who to get it from. And like मेरे को करने दो. So I didn't even take money for that. I just really wanted to be associated with Taj, and I ended up doing that for them. And to be honest, it's the biggest brand on my portfolio from like a design brand point of view. So yeah, sometimes like I think networking, exposure, and contacts is really important. As of today, how I get brand work, it's usually by reference of people. So the thing is that on social media there are a lot of people who work in these big brands, and I have like the kind of work I do on my social media, sometimes it sparks with people. So I have these brand manager people, or people who work in big companies, who follow me on social media, and then like, hey, we think you can add to our brand, and then they link me to their team, etc. Thanks Ashiti, I'm glad the answer helped you. uh, my suggestion, whatever you're trying to build at a big scale, test it at a small scale, because sometimes it not only tells you if you can do it, but also it tells you that if you want to do it. And just just test your things. So if you want to do an art retreat, if you yourself want to land an art retreat someday, just see if you can actually do an art picnic with the people that you know, can you host an art experience from end to end, right? Do not, like, don't let the scale of things be like, oh, I don't know if I can do it someday at that level, so probably I'm gonna stay away from it. Before I started, like, this is something which I told to people who came to the art retreat, that for me, the art retreat was an amalgamation of literally everything that I had done ever. Then it be organizing trips, going out with people, hosting an open mic, hosting a night stay, calling friends at an art event. Just all of those pieces tied together was what art retreat was, right? So if you're trying to build something really big, test parts of it. Test parts of it, because otherwise it wouldn't work out. Do you feel IG is a place to showcase your work? Sure, IG is a place. There are different places, like, and you can choose what place you go. For example, just like out of context, just to break the IG noise. The reason I'm doing the live here today is because I want to prove to myself that IG is not the end of the world. There are people doing brilliant work on Reddit. Like, Reddit has these subreddits, these places where you can actually put your work. Pinterest is amazing to grow your brand on art. So do not feel like, I think, at least for me, and definitely from the circles that I belong to, I feel that IG has become like, it feels like it's become the big thing, but to be honest, it's not. It is not, especially with the new things happening. What becomes big is also changing, right? So in case that doesn't suit you, change, be somewhere else. There is a reason I'm doing the live here today, because somehow IG is not working for me anymore, right? I want to be surrounded in a different way, and it's absolutely okay. Maybe just like, respect the fact that the game is changing, acknowledge it, that do I want to play it or not. Do not judge the people who are doing it right there, which I did for a very long time. But acknowledge the truth that if it is a game that you can play, want to play, like playing, etc., and then find another game, right? Find another game. So answering your question, IG is great, but see if it works for you or not. End of story. Okay, answering Tanzil's question. Hmm. 8 minute, Tanzil. I will answer your question, but I will first have to have water, and I want to think what I want to do with the artwork. Okay, let's answer Tanzil. Oh no, I still need to know what I'm doing here. Hmm. Cool. Let's go to Tanzil. Um. So the question is, do you think you want to stick to being an artist as a profession? Are there times when you find yourself thinking about how can you do something financially better than you do right now, and you need to someday? So to be honest, I think being an artist is extremely, like, you can make a lot of money as an artist also. It's not like to be at a better financial place, I need to change my current profession. Uh, so yeah, like, that is clearing a part of the question, that like, To make more money will definitely not be the reason that I stop being stop being an artist, and I don't think I'll ever stop being an artist. Coming to the fact that art as a profession. So to be honest, I don't stick like, and this is an answer for myself. Uh, we will have hello, hello, hello. Hi. So resuming, is everybody here? Hi. Okay, I'm back. Cool. Can just somebody drop a message if you can hear me and everything is fine? Okay, great. So talking about art as a profession, actually something got disconnected. So talking about art as a profession. So currently, a lot of my professional stuff is I am a facilitator, which is different from being an artist. A facilitator is somebody who gets people to do art and movement. So I am an art and movement facilitator, and that's one place which I'm really trying to grow in. I'm doing events with multiple brands. I'm doing retreats with other venues and stuff and other hosts. So that's one thing. I am actually I'm doing brand consultation and strategy for a podcast and another brand. Apart from that, I am also heavily involved in an education startup where we're trying to build an online school, and we're trying to look at education altogether again. That how can we, because today the child knows how to operate internet and all digital mediums by the age of 1 or 2 itself. So there's a lot that we can do, and there's a lot that we need to change. So I'm full on involved in that. So yeah, I to be honest, I want to keep art as a medium of expression, and everything else is like, for me the labels really don't work. Like, what is profession, what is not profession, it doesn't cut for me, because my idea is so I'll talk about an analogy that I think best explains. I think of myself as a tank, or like a tank, and there are multiple pipings which are coming inside. So there is a passion pipe, there is a money pipe, there is a profession pipe, etc., 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 and all of the pipes have valves. And it is on me, what how do I fill my tank, right? Do I want more passionate stuff? So I'll like, there are projects where I'm really working pro bono because I really want to work with them, because they're building beautiful stuff, and I invest in them, not monetarily because I don't have any, but because I want to invest in them in value. So that's one. And there are things that I do just to take care of my bills. Yeah, like, and I think my way has always been, yeah, how can I do more and more work which I'm passionate about while making the money that I want to make? That's basically the problem statement that I work for. So there are times when I end up taking projects which I don't like too much, because I don't see a way, like, I don't see a project where I can love it and I can make the money that I need to make. Apart from that, that's always my go-to idea. In fact, early this year, I almost put myself into a job. Like, I was out there looking for a job in the job market when I realized कि नहीं भाई ये तो नहीं करना है. So yeah, thankfully that didn't happen. But yeah, that's my story. That's the thought on art and money, etc. You can really work very hard and very smartly, and you can make a lot of money in art. So yeah, that. Thank you, Tanzil. Anybody would like to know anything, I'm happy to answer, and I'm really enjoying this. And I'm thankful for everybody who's here. वो ऐसा वो फर्स्ट वो चाहिए होता है ना, थोड़ा लाइक जो भी कहो ऐसा ऐसा hypothesis. This is my hypothesis of the universe of sociology, that I think everybody has a validation mechanism, which is a mix of internal and external validation. So, and yeah, we do whatever we do, whatever we want to do to get that validation right. So yeah, thank you for being here, for adding to my external validation system. Yeah, it allows me to do something that I love doing, which is talking and making art and adding value, hopefully. Anything you'd like to know, updates, down dates, anything. Mhm. Okay, there are fancy things which I can do here, so I'm going to do them because why not, right? So yeah, I can do this. I don't know when this happens on the screen, but I can do this. So yeah. So thank you so much for sticking around if you are here still. And I don't know what is concurrent. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, that's the artwork. And thank you for sticking around. I really enjoyed answering the questions and talking to some of you. In case there are more questions, I do plan on doing these lives more often and hopefully planned next time so you would know when to come. So probably you can bring your art supplies and we can do this together. That's about it. Thank you for sticking. Thank you, Disha. Bye bye. Take care. Hope to see you again.